A very good morning to you guys. Today we are going to look at data privacy and data integrity. Now the question is, what is data privacy? So, data privacy is concerned with how data is stored, shared, and used. Okay? So let me define this. It is a security parameter which is concerned with how data is stored, shared, and used. All right, that is what is known as data privacy. So you realize that most people use data security and data privacy interchangeably, but these two do not mean the same. Data security and data privacy are two different things. Look, data can be secure but not private. Let me give you a very good example. Let's say you've put a password as an administrator, maybe in your private documents in your machine. Then your younger brother come and change the password on your documents. So the moment that you want to try to log in to those documents, you can't, but they are your documents. You get what I'm saying? So your data is still secure, but it's no longer private. I'm sure you're getting what I'm saying. That's the reason why I've said data privacy and data security are two different things. Because if your data is encrypted, it's no longer private, right? So the other thing is, why is data privacy important? Why is data privacy important? All right. Why is it that data privacy is important? You'd see that there are a number of reasons why data privacy is important, but I'll only mention a few in this tutorial. You'd realize that everyone needs that freedom of privacy, intimacy. At some point in time, every human being needs to reserve him or herself from other people. That is the reason why there's data privacy. In the case of organizations, there is some sensitive data that they don't want to share with their competitors. So this will also enable them to enjoy data privacy. Some information should not be known by competitors in a business setup. That's the reason why the companies can actually sue employees for selling out their data to outside parties. The other thing is that data privacy is at the heart of data security. I'm sure you get what I'm saying. The idea of security narrows down to data privacy. Data has to be private. That's the whole idea. Like if you look at companies like Google, Facebook, Amazon, those guys, they make money out of data. So you'd realize that the data of individual needs to be private. You don't need the next person to know your credentials of actually logging into Facebook. Someone may log into your account if that is the case and update things and write what you didn't write, and most probably would have a bad picture to the outside world because of what you would have uploaded using your account. Now we move to data integrity. All right. Data integrity ensures that data is accurate, data is consistent, uh, during its entire life cycle. During its entire life cycle. Okay? That is data integrity. So we're saying those times when we'll be querying and retrieving our data, okay, if we write a transaction to data, it's more like you are updating something in the data in the system, right? And at times you retrieve that data. Let me give you a good example of bank tailors. Okay, they retrieve, they write, they retrieve, they write. Okay, at times they don't want to edit anything on the account of a person. They just want to see information. That's retrieving data. At times they want to add something on the account of the card holder. They just write something. That is called a transaction, when you're writing something to the data already existing in the system. So data integrity will ensure that data is accurate. That is, data did not change because of a malicious software or what. Data is consistent. This is the spelling consistent. All right, data is consistent. We are basically saying data is the same throughout. Let me give you a very good example. If you look at the database approach versus the file system approach, I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about. Back then, people used to write things on paper before there was introduction of databases. So if you are being admitted at a school, all the departments which has to do with the student would write your name down. Let me give a good example for you earlier for computer science students. You are admitted at a school at high one, then your information is needed in finance when you make payments. Your information is needed in academic, in the library, all those respective departments which has to do with students. They would need to write your name down. So you'd realize that there would be some cases whereby the library guy will write maybe Chakudzwa Kahuni, and the finance guys will write my name correctly, Chakudzwa Kahuni, and maybe the academic guys will write Chakudzwa Kahuru, So the fact that my name is different in all the respective departments, it's not actually the same name, although they are all referring to me. That is inconsistent of data. So with the database approach, the name is recorded once, pono admitwa, then ndoicha send mamo all the other respective departments. So you realize that data will be consistent. Register pakutanga ndozvinezviri in all the respective departments. So data integrity will ensure this consistency. Okay, data is the same throughout, something like that. I'm sure I have given a very good example. So we also want to look at common threads of a computer system. Now, what are the common threads of a computer system? We have things like malware, we have things like spyware, okay. All those things are most common computer threats, okay, as they spy information and give to intruders or hackers. Then we have computer vulnerabilities. Now, computer vulnerabilities, we are saying your computer is now in a bad state, that it can be attacked anytime. And these common vulnerabilities include things like permission, to upload dangerous files. If someone gets access to your computer, in most cases, computers does not recognize who is the owner and who is not. So you realize that an intruder can upload dangerous information, imitating like he is the owner. So a computer doesn't yet have that technology to identify and give permission whether to upload or not. Okay. Then we have things like allowing a user to browse from untrusted sites. So there are some sites which are not trusted by the computer. So at times it will even allow a user to browse from those untrusted sites. So now, how do we protect our computers from such kind of vulnerabilities? We can use things like antiviruses, permission for untrusted sources, things like blocking traffic from untrusted sources. There are many more, but these are just a few. So basically, this is all I had today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the tutorial. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know at 0784 002 002. Goodbye. Also, don't forget to subscribe and like on my YouTube channel.